like the little Dutch angles.
With the top-down shot, I was so drawn in. Ooh.
I just resonate with this video the most because it's more horror-like.
The use of reflections. Love that moonlight coming in super hard.
I think that this one's gonna take the cake.
So for me, the winner of the challenge is gonna be... I'm tied between them two.
I made sure we had everything else. We had food, we had this location, that we had enough people to make everything work, but I didn't even take care of my own story and what I wanted to film. Oh, let's go!
And it was also fun times to see Gunders and Elvis working on their own and kind of struggling, which was kind of inspiring, to be honest.
This looks like a NVIDIA RTX 9000 or something. Now we're gonna have to wrap Annie in some medical bandage. Got Annie inside this cage.
I am in a box.
I didn't know where to put lights at all. I call these shots like super lucky, nothing special, and the...
Zhiyun just released their new Molus X100 and Molus G60 lights and reached out to us to make them some dope content. Instead of the traditional reviews you guys know we hate doing, we decided to gather up the most creative and fun filmmakers we know and create a challenge where each one of us would have to make a cinematic sequence and light up our scenes by just using these tiny new lights from Zhiyun. Each filmmaker would only be able to work with a single model in a single location, which is this wooden house. None of us were allowed to test out the lights nor even hold them before the production, and each one of us will have 3 hours to get our shots. Oh, I almost forgot. And the winner of this challenge that would be chosen by Zhiyun ambassadors will get, drum roll, $300. I ain't no Mr. Beast, I can't justify more than that. Sorry guys. Let me show you what happened, as well as tell you a little bit more about the lights we're gonna be using. This is the Zhiyun Molus G60. Weighing only 300 grams, this is Zhiyun's lightest and most powerful light yet. Its tiny Rubik's Cube shaped body means that you can fit it in your smallest backpack. With CRI above 96 and the ability to go up to 2,376 looks, means that you can get excellent color rendition even in the darkest scenarios. And last but not least, it's bicolor, meaning you can go as warm as 2,700 Kelvin and as cold as 6,500 Kelvin. But wait, there's more. Let me show you its bigger brother, Zhiyun Molus X100. This is the guy she told you not to worry about. By having a separate battery unit, more charging options, same CRI and temperature features, and weighing only 70 grams more, this is the light that will allow you to shoot at 100% brightness even in the most remote and darkest of locations. And with this out of the way, it's time to see what these babies are capable of. Whew, what a ride this was, what a ride. So we arrived at the location and it was still a little bit bright, so I was hoping that I would at least get a couple of minutes to just walk around and think about my shots, but that wasn't the case because Zhiyun sent us like millions of boxes and we had to unbox all of them on the spot. I couldn't even scout for locations, I just needed to unbox everything, make sure everything works, and once I had everything set up, Rainis arrived and we immediately had to start shooting without even having a proper idea idea as to what we're gonna do. One of my biggest regrets is the fact that we didn't have a story. I had this kind of a mood board in my head what I wanted to achieve with these lights, but I didn't have a story, and that was a very crucial mistake. The first scene, I had no idea what I wanted to do. So Therese and I were just experimenting, trying out a couple of things. At first, nothing worked out, everything looked pale, boring, uninteresting. So yeah, after just experimenting for about 30 minutes, we came up with a couple of good shots, and it turned out okay. I really liked the little moon we did there, and the color grade was also super nice. It was quite good, I liked it. And of course we experimented with different temperatures, we got cooler shots, we got warmer shots, so basically we already had a good collection of shots we could use in post. Second scene was interesting. I was 100% sure it's not gonna work out. So my idea was to shine lights from the outside to the inside through the window to imitate moonlight. So I took these two lights outside, I blasted them through the window, and oh my god, I did not expect the lights to be that bright. When we tested them outside in the forest, it basically looked like we turned nighttime into daytime. That's how powerful these lights are. When I pointed these lights at the window and went inside, I realized, wow, this is actually gonna work. Since I didn't have a plan for these shots, we didn't get as many shots as we wanted to. I forgot about the close-ups again, oh man. But still, the shots we managed to get were amazing, and I was just so happy to see that this scene worked out, because I absolutely love these shots. So we had a sauna in the house. Therese wanted to warm up her body and then go out in the cold, so the vapor, the smoke would be coming out of her body, right? So Therese was just doing these really weird, beautiful, abstract moves, and we got some cool slow motion shots of the smoke coming out of her body. It was actually really nice. And then I did this to Therese.
Oh yeah, by the way, it's minus 12 degrees outside. One thing I like about her is the fact that she's just willing to do whatever it takes to get the shot. If I would ask her, hey, can you just... Actually, let's do that. Let's have that test. I'm gonna ask her, hey, can you just roll like a dog in the snow? Are you willing to roll in the snow?
I am.
Told ya.
So yeah, she's an absolutely crazy girl, she's a badass, and I'm really happy that she's so open to these crazy ideas, because that's how you usually get the best shots. And last but not least, the fifth scene. So we just went back to the table, and I decided to just do a simple two light setup to get like a dramatic shot or something. Again, I had no idea where I'm gonna put this in the story, but it turned out quite well, because this setup like took me, I don't know, 3 minutes to do. So what are my final thoughts on the challenge? As I stated before, I really regret not thinking of a story, because all the shots are so random, and even though they look beautiful, story is still king, and I didn't have that. So when I was editing this video, I had no idea what I even wanted to tell you guys. My video was the messiest and the least interesting, actually, because we didn't have any props, we didn't really have any outfits, we didn't have anything. And also what I learned is that I have become so much better at using 1 or 2 light setups. While I'm still very unorganized and messy when it comes to more lights, because I just don't know where to put all of them, at least I can say that if you give me 1 or 2 lights, I can get you a beautiful, simple, clean looking scene. If you want a dramatic scene, yes sir, I got you. It's so important to always be experimenting. Try out new things. Put lights in the weirdest places possible and get the weirdest shots possible. And it's the best way to learn. This kind of experimentation, you learn what things do work, what things don't work, and yeah, it was fun. Actually, filmmaking is supposed to be fun. If you're not having fun while filming, okay, what the hell am I talking about?
Alright, so I just finished my video for the challenge and I'm actually kind of surprised of how it turned out. During the filming, I was actually really anxious that I just missed something because we had a time limit of 3 hours and the location was still kind of new, even though that was the second day of the shooting. I have never seen the location in daylight because I had to shoot in daylight, which was another kind of a drawback. I really wanted to shoot in the dark because then you can really utilize the power of the lights. You don't have to worry about, I don't know, the natural lighting overpowering the lights or vice versa. And you know, since this challenge is about lights, I had to show them in the best way possible, and that was kind of difficult during daytime. But yeah, really surprised of the results, even though we kind of scrapped a few ideas. One idea was that Annie would go into this sauna and there was this faded glass door at the entrance, and we really wanted to put her in there and put some backlights there, and then we would do kind of a rival type of shot where the hand just goes boom to the glass door. That would look epic, but we were on a time crunch, so there was no time, and we were also really tired the second day because the first day we shot a lot of behind the scenes action with Gundars and some other stuff, and yeah, we were just all feeling really weird the second day. Everyone was taking power naps and stuff like that, so it was crazy. But yeah, this was a really interesting challenge. I would love to do something like this again because it really challenges your creativity, and I was really kind of worried at first because I didn't really have an idea going into this, but then we kind of started to brainstorm this with Katrina, and she actually helped me to come up with something dope, and yeah, the idea was wonderful, and I think the results are really good too. And it was also fun times to see Gundars and Elvis working on their own and kind of struggling and also getting their shots, because I have never really seen Gundars work alone, because I'm always kind of helping, or vice versa again, you know, we're working together.
I think there's so much we can do more when we like work together and share ideas, because I feel like we both know like the principles of a lot of things, but when you're shooting, it's very hard to keep track of, you know, getting the right frame, thinking about what gear you're going to use, and then also think about lighting. Everything kind of gets mixed, and you know, when you have someone else to take care of this one specific thing, it's, you know, better results are coming. So cinematic on.
But yeah, super awesome challenge. Actually, the lights themselves are super awesome as well. I'm still very much surprised that they can emit such a powerful beam into the sky from just this really tiny body, and the fact that they can also be run on battery power and stuff. I don't want to sound like a sellout, but I actually believe that this product is really good. I've never seen such small lights with such big results, if that makes sense, and all of those little softbox thingies and diffusers, it's all just great. And yeah, it was a wonderful experience working with them, super easy to understand, and yeah, cool idea, Gundars, and cool product. Shout out to Zhiyun. Yeah.
A few days back, me and Aneta, we were talking about let's make some crazy horror type beat scenes and all kind of that stuff, but well, it turned out we just made a cool tea making montage and going to the bathtub, and that was it. But it was super simple, but in the same time a little bit hard, because I didn't know where to put lights at all, and the space was like super small, and there was any places where almost almost any places where to attach the lights or do something with them.
I'm gonna use like super weird lens. It's Make 35.7 and it's super small, tiny lens, like nothing special. Actually, it's super hard to use.
So the first thing I did, I put one light up on the stairs so we can get the top light on Annette when she was walking down the stairs, and the second light was inside in the kitchen so we can get all these little details out of the environment where we are inside. And the third and the fourth light went outside so we can get a little bit like this moon-ish feeling or something like that. And the fourth light was far away, almost in the woods, so I can get some lights on the wood so we can see almost everything what's going on outside.
Lights up the whole forest here. Oh my god, such a tiny light.
Yeah, that was a 4-light setup. Nothing super complicated, nothing super extraordinary, just 2 lights inside and 2 lights outside. So the hardest part was to put the lights outside so we can match the angle and get this moon-ish feeling or dark late night vibes and all that. But so the inside is super warm, you can get this warm feeling, cozy feeling, and the outside was cold so you can see it's a winter and all that. And the second scene was outside. I put again 2 lights outside, making this fake moon type effect. Yeah, the first was on one side so we can get the window shadows, again the shadows, because I like those little small details. And the second one was like kind of a bit accident. So the Annie and Rainis was walking up the hill and Annie was just moving the light and I saw these cool shadow from the bushes on the building, and I put one light behind the bushes and it gave me like this super weird texture on the wall and all that, so the shot turned out like kind of cool. And yeah, the third light was like just warm basic lighting light from the top so we can see the skin tones and the girl getting in a bathtub and all that. And the third light was again, we were switching positions, and the third light was we put it behind the bathtub so we can see the snow falling, and that was kind of cool accident when the snow started to fall, and it gave me like this cool moving background and all that. I don't know, I call these shots like super lucky, nothing special, and just taking what I can get, so yeah.
All right, what's up guys? Momentum Productions here. I'm excited to see what everyone created. We're gonna start with Elvis's video. All right, let's see what's up. Nice, I like the vibe here. I like the little Dutch angles. I mean, the lighting just from like these little lights. It's pretty impressive. The aesthetic is kind of like a horror movie a little bit, you know, like Scream. Yeah, I love those shadows. I love the cyan that's peeking in. I'm expecting Scream to pop out at any second right now. Or it could have been a coffee commercial. We don't know. But yeah, that was really cool. All right, let's go on to the next one. Gundars. Let's see what you got, man. Very soft look. Yeah, we got those really cool colors coming in. We have a little bit of snow in the background. Shadows are playing a huge role in, so far, both of these videos. That snow, really cool. Ooh, very pretty shot here. This is overall a really sick location too. All right, Gundars, that was awesome, man. All right, now we got Rainis. Let's see what he got. Ooh. Oh yeah. Horror movie vibes for sure. Really loving the lighting on all of these videos so far. I noticed that all of the shots, except for the silhouettes, the lighting is very, very soft. So you have to have a really nice soft modifier on that. And usually modifiers have to be huge, but on these lights, the modifiers are really tiny. I think that this one's gonna take the cake. Rainis, you did a really, really good job, man. I just resonate with this video the most because it's more horror-like for me. Yeah, man, and Bird Box. Oh, good movie. Yeah, man. That's my 2 cents. Very good job, guys. All 3 of you did an awesome job with just small lights and an incredible location. So, good work, man. I can't wait to see more from you.
You guys went all out. Whew. Hey, how's it going, guys? My name is Say Park. I'm a content creator from Washington, D.C. Thank you for having me here. Gundars, from technical lighting perspective, this was masterpiece. The use of reflections, even the last shot where you can see her face off the actual window, and you use the soft diffusion dome onto the window, reflecting it out like it was a moonlight. What? And Rainy's video, man, you had me at the first shot with the top-down shot. I was so drawn in. You could really feel the character evolve. The only thing I would say, I felt like the character was evolving into more of a positive state, but the last shot was kind of dim and dark. And since we're kind of demonstrating the lights, maybe if you could have like light on a monopod, hide it behind there to kind of backlight it, illuminate maybe, just saying, it was just so good. And Elvis, another masterpiece. That last shot of the hot tub scene with the snow falling in the background. The snow looks so perfect. I thought it was actually fake, but it was real snow, but you lit it from the back to really bring that depth out, and that was well done. So for me, the winner of the challenge is gonna be Rainy, because he made it rain. I'm just kidding. You probably get that a lot, but yeah, I would have to say, because the story, and not only the story, but the technicality of the use of the light, like when you brought the light underneath the seat to kind of bring it out in different angles and playing with the light, from both perspectives, I think you definitely took the cake on this one. But like Gundar said, if you're having fun, you're all winners. All right, thank you for having me, guys. Let's see what other judges have to say.
What's going on, you lot? I hope you're all sweet. My name's James Matthews. I'm a filmmaker, content creator, and I'm about to watch these 3 videos from Gundar's, Elvis, and Rainus. So let's get straight in there. Elvis's is first. Let's have a little look. Absolutely love the colour contrast, bit of red and blue. And you know what I do love? The grain. I'm a big fan of film grain. It just kind of gives it a bit of texture. Does look a little bit soft. There's definitely a filter going on there that we know you use. So yeah, it gives it a nice effect. Very cabin in the woods like. Love that moonlight coming in super hard. I think that could have probably done a little bit better with a little bit of haze. Tiny bit of haze would have given it a little bit more atmosphere, but those colour contrasts are absolutely stunning. That was absolutely gorgeous. Love the colour contrast, love the grain, love the feel of it. It was a very, very nice piece, very soft. And yeah, I think you got the aesthetic like pretty much spot on there, so well done, Elvis. Gundars, let's have a little look, mate. Very, very low contrast. Beautiful. Love the quality and the colours in this. Even though we've got a very, very neutral palette with the colours, it's delightful. I'll tell you what, I love that silhouette shot, that is well nice. You know what, I love how this light is hard, but it wraps. Like it's wrapping around the subject, even though it's quite hard. It's gorgeous. Oh, that top down light shot, that is next level stuff, mate. Don't like the outside bits so much. I prefer these indoor bits with these colours. That colour kind of jump for me was a little bit much, just for that small segment. However, that was absolutely stunning. Rainus, let's have a little look, mate. Beautiful top-down shot. I'm a massive fan of that. Oh, leaving a lot to the imagination. I love that. Hands, telling a lot of story. Oh, the colours there. Oh, tell you what, mate. I love this. I love the pace. I love how slow this is. I love how it's making my skin crawl. Damn, that lighting is soft. Yeah, I love that. I'm a big fan of that. Feeling trapped, feeling like it's giving off a lot of different like feelings to the audience here. I like this a lot, but it's still very slow and still very delicate. Love that use of art design there. Okay, are we telling part of a story? Nice. Towards the end, I was like, are we telling a bit of a story here? And I get it. Whoa. I'm gonna have to say, Gundars, I liked your aesthetic the most, but Rainus, I like the feeling of yours the most. So I'm tied between them two. I'm gonna have to go with Rainus's. That final one was absolutely spot on. Well done, everyone involved. That was banging. Well played, and them lights, next level stuff.
Thank you so much to Zhiyun for giving us an opportunity to turn this idea into reality. It is brands like these that always push us as filmmakers and allow us to gather a team like this, and we are all extremely grateful for it. This challenge was such a blast because it didn't really feel like work, more like just hanging around with my friends, getting dope shots and learning how to light up scenes better. Thank you all so much for watching this video. It was just so much fun to make, and hopefully all of you are having an amazing day. And you know the drill. Peace out.